Okay, so tell me a little bit about the Washington Center for Nursing. How did it get started?
So the Washington Center for Nursing is a 401, is a nonprofit 501(c)(3). We are the state's nursing workforce center. Um, and it started in the late 1990s when leaders and um, policymakers were looking to address the nursing shortage expected in the state. And they held a nursing summit in 2001, which resulted in that strategic plan for nursing. And through that plan, they created a nursing workforce center. And there's several centers across the nation. I can't remember exactly how many states, but I think 23, something around there, have nursing workforce centers. And so Washington Center for Nursing was established, and we have been working on nursing workforce issues since then. It was
Cool.
created in 2003 is when we actually launched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. So if I could just like get into some of the services that you provide at Washington Center for Nursing.
So when WCN was created, there was legislative mandates that were directives of the center and the work we do here. So uh, there's six of them. Um, One of them is providing compelling data. So WCN um, collects and analyzes nursing workforce data from a variety of sources across the state and the nation. And then we compile it and put out reports on the state of the nursing workforce in Washington to help us identify where work needs to be done to help support a stronger nursing workforce in the state and support a healthy Washington. We work to increase the diversity of the nursing workforce in the state. Um, Nursing in Washington and really across the country uh, has a high number of um, white women, and we really need representation from all our community members and representation from folks who identify in multiple ways, because it is found when the nursing workforce reflects that uh, the state's population or the nation's population, people are better served, they receive better care. We also work to promote nursing leadership, and this is to help nurses grow and advance in their career and contribute at a leadership level to nursing workforce issues, and work with policymakers and others across the state to ensure to ensure that like we have a good, strong leadership level nurses across the state. And our other mandate is to help advance nursing education, help open up pathways and improve education for students and folks looking to enter into nursing as a career and that pipeline. There's also in nursing, there's several steps or several opportunities for career advancement that often involved continued education. So we work with specifically, we call it CNUS here. So it's the Council on Nursing Education in Washington State, CNUS. We work to help facilitate their meetings and contribute the data that we collect. We ask them what data they need to help evaluate how systems are working across the state. And then we also work to promote nursing as a profession to K through 12 students across the state. It's a great career for many folks who, it's not for everybody, but there are a lot of people who who kind of really have that capacity to care and are motivated to serve others and in their healing and treatment for health. And so we want to make sure that we're reaching students across the state, letting them know about the opportunities in nursing. So there's over, 100 different specialties in nursing. There's many different levels of nursing. And so it's really a great opportunity, and it's a living wage career with lots of advancement opportunities. So, and our communities are stronger when we have nurses. The more nurses we have in our communities, the stronger those communities are. So we like to provide information to help people know what a career and education in nursing looks like.
Yeah, that's cool. So, are there any stakeholders that your organization partners with closely in your efforts?
Yes, we partner with nursing unions. We partner with nursing associations across the state. We partner with government agencies, the Department of Health, um, the Nursing Care Quality Assurance Commission. We partner with other more specific nursing workforce organizations. We partner with organizations that also work to outreach to K through 12 students on careers in nursing. So we can partner with education. And we really, Northwest ONL, or the Northwest Organization of Nurse Leaders, I would say that the network and stakeholders for nursing is really large. And so we work to partner with as many as possible and create a community working together to work on issues that Washington faces in regards to the nursing workforce.
Yeah. So if I could ask, what kind of impact does your organization have on communities as a whole?
Well, I think that by um, improving the nursing workforce in our state and all those objectives that I had mentioned earlier, collecting, analyzing, and reporting on workforce data and increasing workforce diversity in the state to reflect the state's population and promoting nursing leadership, um, in addition to advancing nursing education and promoting nursing as a profession. All those lend to a stronger nursing workforce in the state, and that affects every community in the state. We have a long way to go to address health equities and the social determinants of health in our state and in our country. And we really help convene nursing workforce stakeholders to have those conversations and come up with solutions and activities. And I really think that impacts every population in the state on some level, because it is most likely everyone at some point in time will interact with a nurse in our healthcare systems. So I think that it has a pretty broad impact, though the work we do is often kind of behind the scenes for the public, and they may not know us directly or recognize us directly. I think the impact is there for sure.
Finally, if I could ask, like, because I know there's a lot of stigma around disability and sort of and ableism, but I'm kind of wondering, how do you guys as an organization sort of tackle that in that regard? Like, I don't know if that's the right question, but if you could just explain that, elaborate on that.
Sure. Well, WCN, we have the mandates that were legislatively mandated to address in our work. And I think as supporting, different ability people to succeed who want to choose nursing as a career. We don't have a big impression there, I would say, but we can help find resources or facilitate conversations with stakeholders. Um, for instance, at the education level, if somebody with a specific need needs accommodation, I think that having them reach out to the DSHS to help support the success of that person. Again, I think differently abled people who want to choose nursing as a career, they have the opportunity to inspire and help others who, again, look like them or have the same who sort of face the same obstacles. So everybody opens the way. I think that we could do more to help promote, accessible websites for nursing programs and agencies and healthcare. Um, you know, that is a good area. I think that would be helpful for just our general public and the different levels of even like technological ability, right, can be challenging.
Hmm.
And so, but we really work with our partners here. I'm gonna write this down. We do have on our website, on our Be a Nurse page, we have a college resource for students with disabilities link. And we also have a college guide for students with learning difficulties. Um, and so we try to help provide some support. Additionally, I shared with you, I think in our email exchange, that Washington State Nurses Association is featuring a speaker, um, Eliza Thunessen. I hope I'm not completely mispronouncing that name, but she's a deafblind fencer, hiker, and a published author. And she's going to be one of their key speakers at their convention, speaking against ending ableism against people with disabilities in the healthcare system. So it's definitely a conversation that's happening out there. And I do think that we rely on our unions a lot. If a nurse needs accommodations or are having challenges in their work environment, it is likely that they're going to reach out to their union. And so we try to support them in their efforts there.
Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.